We're in the middle of the Scottish Highlands. I've only got my pack on my back and I need to get back home. I'm not sure if I'll make it. We made it, guys. And so it begins. I've been waiting for this moment for a long while. West Highland Way. Welcome. Currently on our way to Drymen. So far, everything's okay.
We shall see.
How are you, Dad? I'm fine. Piotrek? I'm fine too. I'm fine as well. We've had a small break on the way, just about 6.5 miles in. We're going to Drymen. We've got about 4 miles to do. We'll see, maybe we'll go a little further today than planned. We'll just see how we feel. We've just hit the 8th mile mark. Shout out to Eminem.
Yo. His palms spaghetti, knees weak, arms spaghetti. There's vomit on his sweater spaghetti.
How you feeling, Piotr? I'm tired. Same.
And you?
I'm very tired. But we made it to Drymen and we're at the pub. How you doing, Dad? Perfect. Right, folks, we made it to Drymen. We're at this pub there. Where is it? The Clachanin. I am properly knackered. We've already made 12 miles. Still need to find a place to camp. It's currently 5 p.m, so not too bad. We're just gonna have something to eat. We ordered some soup and pizza, so that's gonna be for our dinner. Right, guys, we finally found a camp spot for camping. We've got some fire going. So yesterday my dad and my uncle Piotr, who is not really my uncle, flew in to Scotland from Poland. They arrived at home just before 2 in the morning and we set out today around 8 in the morning. Yesterday I drove all the way to Fort William to leave my car there, so when we finish, if we finish, we have a way of transportation rather than taking a bus, which I don't think any of us feels like doing. So today we took some public transport to Glasgow and then Milngavie and then we started our journey. It took us about, 2 hours to find this camping spot?
Something like that.
It was pretty horrible. But we finally found something. This is our setup. I don't really feel like standing up to show it to you properly. Everything's very wet here, so it was difficult to start the fire. But we're Polish, so no problem for us. We've done about 16 or 17 miles in total. So we went to Drymen, 12 miles. And then we went past it probably about 2-3 miles, and then we were just walking back and forth looking for a place to stay, and I'm very tired.
You are not alone. I'm also very, very tired too.
How old are you, Dad?
I don't really remember. I think 61.
61.
Unfortunately.
Piotr, I really like your outfit.
Thank you.
The blue shoes match your gloves. Your t-shirt matches your mosquito net. And we've got Elvis with us. He's alive. Towards the Conic Hill. We're going to Beinglas via Conic Hill. We decided to give it a go. It's slightly longer and obviously uphill, but we'll try and do it. This is our second day. We slept alright. I'm feeling pretty good today actually. I wasn't sure how I'm gonna feel after the first day, because by the end of it my ankles especially were really sore. But so far, second day, we're about 2.5 miles in. It's not too bad. Look at the Conic Hill. There is the peak, the highest of those Conic Hills, mountains. It's only 3 meters higher than this. We're in Beinglas. That's my dad. He's only 61. Piotrek, your turn.
I believe I can fly.
Łap równowagę, Piotrek.
No nie złapię. Nie wiem, gdzie mam środek ciężkości. Ale tutaj nie ma.
This is our camp number 2. Past Rower Denon. Just the midges are relentless. Today we walked about the same distance as yesterday, about 16 miles. So in total we've done 32. The first day yesterday was pretty boring. Just walking alongside some roads, nothing really interesting. Today was much better because we decided to walk the Conic Hill. It was pretty iconic. And now we're just trekking along Loch Lomond. I think half of tomorrow is going to be finishing the Loch Lomond bit, and then we'll be finally into some more interesting scenic views. We've paced ourselves today much better than yesterday, because yesterday I rushed in the beginning, I think, too much, but then halfway through the tiredness started compounding, and just with every step I felt more and more tired and everything started hurting. There was no problem today finding a spot for camping. We crossed the camping management zone, and within maybe 20 minutes we found something decent, so not too bad. Started raining again. Today was just, the weather kept changing all the time, from very nice and sunny to extremely windy, raining, like when we were getting to Conic Hill, and then at one point there was an extremely heavy rain with some hail. Yeah, it's getting windy. Guys, we found a stranger on our way. I think he's a wizard. Day 3. I think we're heading to Inveroran. So this is fun. We're trekking to Inveroran, and we're just going through Loch Lomond bit with all the forest, and I am hating it. I've got so many thoughts of just quitting, but I think we've got another 5 or 6 miles to Inveroran, where we're hoping to find a bar or pub or anything that will let us sit inside, eat something and drink something. But I am extremely tired. Most of the day today was raining. It's still raining. I just want to go home.
I want to go home!
Or at least get out of this stupid forest. It's like rainforest. Everything is wet. And you're wet. Water everywhere. So that's the terrain around Loch Lomond maybe the second half now. Pretty much all the time, up and down those stupid stones everywhere. My knees are dying. But to tell you the truth, I think if I didn't have those bad boys, my trekking poles, I genuinely don't think I would have made it this far. Because they work like a third leg for me. Yep. So we're staying at Beinglas farm. I genuinely thought when we got here that we still got 2 miles to go, but apparently this is it. I was a nice surprise because I thought we still have a trek to go in this horrible rain. But fortunately, this is our destination. We decided today not to do wild camping, just so we could use the facilities, take a shower, stay in the pub for a bit, warm up, eat something. 15 quid for pitching one tent. A little pricey, but it is what it is. Nice little place. People running about. At least there's no midges when it's raining. My dad's putting sunscreen on his legs. So this is day 4. We are in Beinglas and I think we're going to Drymen. It's funny how there's signs saying you shouldn't cut down any trees, and there are even signs saying that dead wood isn't dead because there's still insects and all other little things living in them, and yet the government allows you to just cut down trees on a massive scale. And I'm not particularly against it. I think trees are for our use. Just need to be smart about it, but it seems a little hypocritical to say, oh, you shouldn't even touch dead wood, but here they go, cut whole fields of it. What's up, Piotrek? Say something.
I'm fine.
Tata? Very good. Perfect. I'm dead. Another very tiring day. We've done about 14 miles. It took us ages again to find a good pitching spot for our tents, and we settled in this not very nice place because there's some works being done to some sort of a bridge or something that it just doesn't look very nice. The other views are very nice. I don't know if you can see anything because it's so dark. It's about 11 p.m. Tomorrow we've got 9 miles to do according to our itinerary, and then the next day there's 19 miles, so we're hoping we can do a little more tomorrow if the terrain isn't too bad. But I am knackered. I think my dad is a little tired as well. Piotrek is doing very well. It's no bother to him because he's done distances like this before, like triple the amount of West Highland Way in one go. Maybe not camping along the way, but he's physically very fit. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I'm gonna turn in now. See you later. It's day 5. We set out from Tindrum and we went past Bridge of Orkey and Inveroran. We're just heading towards Kinloch Leven, I believe now. We're not gonna make it today. The itinerary said that our stop was at Inveroran, but it's still 19 miles to Kinloch Leven, so we wanted to do a few extra miles for tomorrow, so we wouldn't have to do 19 miles in one go.
One hour later.
So we've set up our camp between Inveroran and Kinloch Leven. We've still got about 14 miles to Kinloch Leven. Currently there is pretty much no wind whatsoever, which is great, but there's so many midges that you can't pretty much stand in one spot. I'm not even making anything to eat yet because it's just impossible to eat right now. Look at this. This was probably the least challenging day for me. I still feel pretty good after the whole day. We were supposed to do 9 miles according to our itinerary, but we did almost 14 just so we wouldn't have to do 19 tomorrow, but we'll only do about 14. And this is our second last camp, hopefully. So tonight, one more night, and we should be arriving in Fort William on Friday. So far it's been challenging, very challenging. I've met many people on the way. Someone got injured and they had to quit. I met some guys who were doing it over 10 days. I met other guys who stayed at the hotel in between and got their backpacks transported from one place to another. So, you know, many different ways to do it. So if you don't enjoy camping, you can always do one of those things. So far we've been camping every night. We've only stayed at a proper campsite with different facilities like a shower once, Beinglas it was. Apart from that, we've been camping, just wild camping, which is great. It's got its challenges, obviously. All right, it's got its challenges. The weather isn't great all the time, although today it was pretty nice. There was a lot of rain at some point, but then it ceased, and now it's amazing. It's brilliant, as you can see. Just I wish there was a little bit more wind so the midges would go away. I think the morale is pretty good at camp. I'm feeling pretty good today, but there's been many times when I just thought about quitting, to be honest. It is challenging. I didn't think it'll be that challenging, to be fair. We stopped at the King's House Hotel. The weather is atrocious. Extremely windy. Rain is just blasting. Probably can't see it on camera very well, but we got soaked, and it was raining when we were packing up, so we got soaked before we even started. But we're here now. We'll probably stay another hour or so, wait out the rain a little bit. We'll see. So far, some blisters, pain everywhere, but we keep going. Another 10 miles to Kinlochleven to set up camp, and then that's gonna be our last night. I'm excited to finish, to be honest. I'm tired, and I want to sleep in my bed. Only 4 miles like this. We're currently heading to Kinlochleven, and we're on the Devil's Staircase, I believe. I definitely feel like I think this is the 6th day today, and I feel like my fitness level has increased quite a bit. I'm obviously tired and sore in many places, but it's just easier fitness wise to walk uphill, and in general to walk. I can barely feel my backpack anymore, which still weighs about 12 to 13 kilos. So we're wet and tired, but I think the morale is pretty good. The Devil's Staircase, too easy. We finally made it to Kinlochleven. Another fish and chips, chili con carne, whatever, and chicken curry, spicy apparently. This is our last camping site, day 6. We're just past Kinlochleven. I've already pretty much set up everything. Getting some fire going, and the Elvis is back. I'm excited to finish West Highland Way and go home. We left our spot past Kinlochleven and we're heading to Fort William. Last trek. Can't wait to get into the car and drive home. Still another 11 miles to go though. And at least it isn't raining yet. Woo. So we've done 6 nights camping. 5 of them were wild camping, just wherever we could set up. And then 1 night in Beinglas on a designated camping spot. 7 days of walking. I'm really tired. It's been a massive challenge for me, like nothing else I've ever done. At the moment, I don't think I would do something like this again. It was an amazing experience, something I'll remember forever, especially doing it with my dad and Piotrek. It was great. I'm very eager to get to Fort William though. And I was trying to think of one word that would sum up this whole experience. And I thought maybe challenge, but then I thought, yeah, it was certainly a massive challenge, as I said. But I think a better word that would describe it was awesome, but not in a way that we use the word today, like cool and whatnot, but more of awe-inspiring due to the beautiful scenery and weather that can change, and really tells you how powerful it is and how little control you actually have. So yeah, I think in that sense, awesome would be the word that I would sum up this whole experience with. I've heard many people say that this is, you know, an easy walk, a moderate walk, mainly flat. And yeah, there is a lot of flat-ish, but I did not expect it to be this challenging. And I've met some people on the way saying the same thing. People who enjoy camping and, you know, walk a bit and then set up camp and that's it. Who also kind of underestimated this trail. And to be honest, if I knew how difficult it will be, I probably would have not decided to do it. But I'm glad I didn't know. Because now I've managed to, well, still got a little ways to go, but we're almost there. About 9-10 miles, something like it. So I'm extremely glad that I didn't know better before I started, because it really was, I wouldn't say even moderate, it was very hard, difficult for me. I also thought I'll mention that apart from it being a physical challenge, it was an enormous mental challenge for me, just a battle of the will. Even though you feel like you physically can still move your legs, although it's super painful, just the fact that you've still got some days ahead when you don't have the comforts that you usually have, that you still have to set up your tent, you still need to keep everything dry, you need to find water, you need to find some food which isn't as easily accessible. Yeah, the mental challenge was incredibly difficult for me, incredibly difficult, but I'm so glad I did it. I genuinely am, because I feel like I've overcome something that was so difficult for me. All of a sudden, it's extremely hot. There's about a little over 4 miles to get to Fort William. I feel like I'm just lacking oxygen. So we're in Fort William, and would you look at that? The original end of the West Highland Way. Congratulations. Nice. I can see my car. The white one. We finally made it to Fort William. We've done over 102 miles in total. Guys, we're finished. How are you feeling?
Woo! We did it!
Dad, on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate the difficulty of that trail?
For me, 11.
11. How about you, Piotrek?
For me, 7. Weather, 12.
Weather 12. Difficult, yeah. I would say it was 9.9 for me. It was, I almost died. And how would you sum up your whole experience of West Highland Way in one word?
For me, a surprise in many fields. I didn't expect it would be so different than I expected, so difficult for me, but it was a great experience.
So surprising.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy I could spend wonderful time with my son and and my very good friend Peter. So
How about you, Piotrek?
In one word,
Yes.
wow!
Wow.
That's all.
That's all. Thanks for watching.